subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Nick from Australia, and welcome to the Sunday football review for round 25 of the NRL. Welcome to the review. Well, I don't think we'll be on here for too long this evening. Hope you guys are all doing well. We saw 2 games of football this afternoon. We saw the Knights defeat the Rabbitohs 29 points to 10. And the Raiders over the Bulldogs, 36 points to 24. Welcome to the Sunday Football Review. If you guys are new around here, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And thank you very much for tuning in once again. I hope everyone is doing well. Let's get into the live chat. I hope everyone in the chat's doing really well. I'm just going to have to put someone in timeout. Apologies about that. All right, who we got here in the chat? We got Hosea XCI, Jason Reader, Luke Melbourne Storm fan, York, William Pearson. Hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the review. Let's get into it. What about the Knights? Wow. Let's get into this. Newcastle Knights, 29-10 over the Bunnies. What the fuck? I can't believe it. I cannot believe how poor the Bunnies were this afternoon. I want to give a massive rap to the Newcastle Knights and to Adam O'Brien. He has done a remarkable job with the Newcastle Knights. 7 in a row. Like, that is insane, man. Absolutely insane. Newcastle, 5 weeks ago, weren't even considered as a team that we could potentially see making the top 8. Well, they're 1 game away now from playing finals footy. So, if Newcastle can defeat Cronulla next week, the Newcastle Knights will be playing finals football, which is absolutely outstanding. Adam O'Brien has done a great job. And there's been a lot of Adam O'Brien hate over the media, especially this season and a couple of weeks back. Have a think about Adam O'Brien's tenure at the Knights. Look what he's done. He went there in 2020, first year. They finished 7th. They made the finals, and obviously they got knocked out by South Sydney. Then in 2021, Newcastle made the finals again in 7th. And they were knocked out by Parramatta. I think that game was in Darwin from memory. I think Parramatta won by like 8 points or something. Last year was a terrible year for the Knights, as we all know. This year, they were very ordinary for the first half, and then they come good. So, Adam O'Brien is potentially a chance to be getting Newcastle into the finals 3 out of 4 times. 3 in 4 years. So, he has done a fantastic job at the Knights. Also, just want to quickly go to the chat. William Pearson says, I'm going to Dolphins Cowboys Friday night. William, I'll see you there, bro. I am in Bay 317, and I'll get you in the vlog and that. I'll talk to you privately about it later on. But yeah, I'll see you on Friday night, Will. I'm just so impressed with the Knights. I can't believe how good they're playing. A massive rap needs to go to Kalen Ponga. He has been out of this world. He is one of the top 5 players in the NRL at the moment. There's no denying that. He has been outstanding. Everyone's just doing the job. They're all getting in and ripping in. Greg Marzhew had a hat-trick. So Tane Milne's position, he probably going to get dropped. Adam Clune had to replace Hastings. No worries. Adam Clune came in and did the job. Unbelievable. Newcastle are playing for their fans, and they're doing really well. So it's good to see the Novocastrians going good. Newcastle having a good run. They win. They win next week. They play finals. I think if they win one of the last two, they make it. I'm pretty sure anyway. So Newcastle win next week. They're going to play finals footy. So it's going to be extremely interesting. Now, as for South Sydney, oh man, where do I even begin with the Bunnies? They were horrible. Latrell Mitchell, look, you can't blame the whole match on Latrell, but obviously he didn't have a great game this afternoon. Lachlan Ilias had a really poor game. The Fords were just outclassed. Like Totola returned early from injury. He looked a bit out of shape. Hame Sele didn't look 100% either. I don't know, man. They just got exposed. South was so sideways that they kept trying to play around Newcastle instead of just going through Newcastle. And then, to be fair, I think South Sydney got what they deserved. Newcastle were the better team on the day. They played really well, and they deserved the 2 points. Kalen Ponga's goal kicking today could have been costly, but it wasn't. He kicked 2 from 6. That's ridiculous from Kalen. The kicks all of them. It's 37-10. I'm worried about the Rabbitohs, guys. I know they get the bye next week, which will get them onto 30 points. Then they play the Roosters last round at Accor Stadium. So that's going to determine if they make the top 8 or not. And it could determine if the Roosters make the top 8 or not as well. Depends on a lot. I'm going to say that South Sydney will still make the 8. I'm going to put my trust and faith in Latrell and Cody, Murray and Cookie. I think South Sydney is still going to play finals footy. I don't know. It's going to be extremely interesting to see how it all ends up there. But, man, they have a lot to work on. They are so far off the mark. It's not even funny. If South Sydney do make the top 8, they're going to need to change some things for finals if I get there. Because at the moment, geez, if I get in the finals, they're going out the first round the way they're going. So, lots to work on. Newcastle deserve praise. They were fantastic. No Hastings, no worries. There might be a few players in trouble for South Sydney. Suspension-wise, Tane Milne, I think he's going to get a few weeks. He literally dropped his knee into a Newcastle player on the ground deliberately. So, yeah, Tane Milne will probably end up suspended. As for the Latrell Mitchell one, look, it was stupid of Latrell to do that. It wasn't smart, wasn't ideal, but I think Latrell Mitchell will be fine. I don't think he deserves to be suspended. Maybe you give him a big fine and move on. I don't think anyone deserves to be suspended for that. There wasn't much in it. Yes, it was an elbow on the ground, but there wasn't much in that. It was pretty it was just rubbish. Didn't need to do it. Just rubbish on the face. But I think he'll be fine. He'll probably get like a $2,000 fine or something. But no, he won't be suspended for that. If he is, then the NRL have got some explaining to do. It'd be ridiculous. But look, anyway, Newcastle way too good for South Sydney this afternoon. They deserve the 2 points, 29 points to 10. My player of the game is going to go to Kalen Ponga. I thought Ponga was outstanding this afternoon. I know Marzu got a hat trick, and he'll probably get a Dally M point or 2 for his performance. But I thought without Kalen Ponga, Newcastle do not win. And I can see we've got another loser in the chat. Sorry, mate. We don't have time for wankers. So see you. Bye. Goodbye. Anyway, a very nice win for the Knights. Man of the match, Kalen Ponga. Now let's go to the final game. Canberra Raiders 36, Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs 24. And once again, the bloody Raiders can't win 1-12. I thought the Bulldogs were going to beat them at one point, 18 all for a while. I thought to myself, geez, the Bulldogs are a sniff. And the Bulldogs were a sniff all game. They really showed some guts out there this afternoon. Lots of good signs for the Bulldogs' future. Obviously, Toby Sexton had a really good game at halfback this afternoon. He did some great things out there. I know there's been a lot of talk about Matt Burton. Is he a half? Should he go to 5'8"? Should he go to center? Sorry. I wouldn't mind seeing it. But again, I'm going to ask the same question that I ask every week. Why is Josh Addo-Carr on the right edge? Get Addo-Carr back on his preferred left wing. That's Addo-Carr's best side of attack. At least on the left-hand side, Addo-Carr will score tries. I don't know why he's still playing on the right edge. It's crazy to me. Crazy. Viliame Kikau did not look interested at all. He was extremely quiet. Liam Knight had a good game in the middle for him. Look, the Bulldogs were very gutsy, but they did have Canberra on the ropes for a while, but I guess the desperation of the Raiders, how important this win is, they had to get it done, and that's exactly what they did. Tries to Tomoko got a double, Croker got one, Kotrick, Rapana, Papali'i, and for the Dogs, tries to Wilson, Carraz, Sexton, and Liam Knight. Look, I'm still not convinced by Canberra. I don't believe they're any threat to the competition whatsoever. I think Canberra are the biggest frauds going in the top 8. The Raiders right now, they wouldn't beat the Roosters. They wouldn't beat the Cowboys. They wouldn't even beat Manly or Parramatta, in my opinion. That might be a bit harsh, but Canberra are struggling to beat the bottom teams. Like, if you have a look at them, right, Canberra, they barely survived the Dragons this year. They barely survived the Tigers twice. And they barely survived the Bulldogs this afternoon. So, why are the Raiders struggling against the bottom 4 teams in the competition? They should be beating them by 10. Actually, no. Canberra should be beating the bottom 4 teams by 18 plus. They should be destroying them. So, the fact that they're struggling with the bottom teams is concerning. Obviously, there was no Jack Whiten, which was a massive loss. An absolute massive loss. So, Matt Frawley come in and he did the job very well, in my opinion. But anyway, we're going to get into the men of the match now. And look, my player of the game, look, I've got to give it to Matthew Tomoko, the right center for the Canberra Raiders. I thought he was absolutely incredible this afternoon. Scored the first try of the game, ended up getting a double. I thought Tomoko was fantastic for the Raiders this afternoon. So, Tomoko is my player of the game. Tom Sullivan was good for us in the middle. The Viking says in the chat. 100%. Did a great job when he came on. So, look, Tomoko is my player of the game. And the Raiders, if they just got to keep winning so they can try and make that top 8. I think they're almost there, but I think they need one more win to get there. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up the Sunday football review. Oh my God, another fuck win in the chat. So ridiculous. How would you like to get blocked? Bang. Bye-bye. Loser. Anyway, guys, that wraps up the Sunday football review. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night for the NRL Round 26 tips preview. That will be on tomorrow night once again. So Monday, I'm going to say probably around 6:30 tomorrow. Something like that. I'll work out a time and let you guys all know. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your Sunday night, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you guys tomorrow. Full time, Newcastle Knights 29, Rabbitohs 10, and full time in Canberra, Raiders 36, Bulldogs 24. Have a good night, guys.